Hello, buddy. It's Zechariah. As you know, I am taking my running for our police officers, firefighters, and U.S. board members whose life in line of duty in 2020. And unfortunately, we're running for another correctional officer who has passed away. Before I mention who I'm running for tonight, I know what you guys have seen the post. I was tested negative, so if you guys are worried, there's no need to be. I'll just be quarantined for the next 2 weeks. But I am fine, and I'm ready to do 3 runs tonight. And tonight I'm running for Correctional Officer Richard Allen Wright. He worked with the Missouri Department of Corrections in Missouri, and his end of watch was November 19th, 2020, and lost his life after contracting COVID-19 after an outbreak among staff and inmates at the Women's Eastern Reception Diagnostic and Correctional Center in Valadalia. He was 61 years old at the time of his passing and served a total of 15 years with the Missouri Department of Corrections. He previously served as a lieutenant with the Little Dixie Fire Protection District and leaves behind a wife and 2 children. Tonight I'm burning the blue line flag in his honor. I'll be doing 7 laps around the track in my school, which is the equivalent of 1 mile in his honor. I'll be joined tonight by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, who are in that patrol car to be patrolling with me tonight. And we're also joined by my family here tonight as well. Even though it seems like I'm the only one running, at the same time there's even more running, and that's all the fallen I have ran for. I know there are running spirits tonight, including fallen Correctional Officer Wright. Before our run starts, I'm going to do a quick prayer in honor of his whole family and apartment. Their hearts are going through, and then I'll be on the way.
For those that are tuning in tonight, Zechariah running his first of 3 miles of scening to honor 3 fallen first responders that we've lost in the line of duty. This first run in honor of fallen Correctional Officer Richard Allen Wright from the Missouri Department of Corrections in Missouri is end of watch, November the 19th, 2020. Tragically, he lost his life after contracting COVID-19 during an outbreak among employees and inmates at the Women's Eastern Reception Diagnostic and Correctional Center in Vandalia, Missouri. He was 61 years old, served with the Missouri Department of Corrections for 15 years, previously retired as lieutenant from the Little Dixie Fire Protection District, and leaves behind a wife and 2 children. Zechariah completing his first of 7 laps to honor this hero tonight. We're always so appreciative of the various local agencies that continually come out and help honor our fallen heroes alongside of Zechariah. Helping to honor fallen Correctional Officer Richard Allen Wright tonight, we got a member of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. As Zechariah mentioned, we are not allowing anybody to run with Zechariah, at least for the next 7 to 14 days. While Zechariah was not confirmed to be exposed to a child that had COVID-19, the school system still, as an abundance of precaution, is having Zechariah stay home for the next 14 days, as the desk that he sits in was within a 6 to 10 foot radius of a child that was tested to have COVID-19. But again, Zechariah was tested today, was tested negative. His energy is high. He's feeling great and is out here running tonight to continue his mission to honor our first responders, this mile in honor of fallen Correctional Officer Richard Allen Wright. For every mile that Zechariah completes, he carries a unique flag, each flag sent to the family of the hero that he runs to honor. This flag, a blue line flag, will be sent to the family of Correctional Officer Richard Allen Wright in the coming days. If you'd like information on how you can be a part of this mission, visit running4heroes.org. We'll also be doing a follow-up post later tonight showing you how you can be a part of this mission. I'm going to go silent starting on this next lap. I'll remain silent for the duration of the run as we reflect on the life of fallen Correctional Officer Richard Allen Wright. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Wright family, everybody with the Missouri Department of Corrections. Our prayers also go out to everybody with the Little Dixie Fire Protection District, whom he served many years with prior. We hope that this run tonight brings comfort and peace as we always remember the life of your hero, 61-year-old Correctional Officer Richard Allen Wright. Zachariah, any final words for the family of fallen correctional officer Richard Allen Wright?
Happy fallen correctional officer Richard Allen Wright's whole family and everyone at the Missouri Department of Corrections and the Little Dixie Fire District Station. Heal through this hard time, you know. He was an amazing man, 61 years old, so I know during that age, through 2020, you know, I know lots of first responders that are around his age know that getting COVID-19 is a high percentage. But, you know, I want to praise the people who are his age, who are continuing to go out there as their work as a first responder. You know, unfortunately, you know, we have lots of COVID-19 people that pass away, and most of them are from around his age. But, you know, even though they passed away, I know they inspire me from years and years to come, because, you know, the service and sacrifice like Correctional Officer Richard Allen Wright, who continued to serve and protect through the stressful time of 2020, and at their age, even more stressful the time of other people, because, you know, they have high threats of getting COVID-19. You know, I want to praise him and every other first responder who are continuing to serve at an older age to protect their community. And to his whole family, I want you to know I'll never forget him for his service to the Missouri Department of Corrections and Little Dixie Fire District. It shows that not only was he an officer, but he served with the fire department as well. And I know he was a true hero throughout his service. To the family, I'll be giving you this blue line flag, as was a handwritten note in his honor. I do want to thank the U.S. Customs Border Protection for coming out and supporting me through this run. Even though they're socially distant from me, knowing that I was exposed to somebody, even though I'm negative, we're just keeping the safety precautions as safe as possible so nothing else happens. But I want to thank them for coming out and continuing the support through what will be a weird 2 weeks for me and my whole family as well. We have 2 more runs tonight, and it's one for a firefighter and one for another fallen officer, and the officer I'm running for is another young officer we lost from gunfire. So please stay tuned for those 2 runs. If you would like to join me in a 15-second moment of silence, knowing that we do not know how long he worked with the Little Dixie Fire District, if you would like to join me in a 15-second moment of silence, not only will that dedicate 1 year of service to Missouri Department of Corrections, but it'll also dedicate one amazing thing he did. For every single second will dedicate one amazing thing he did, not only with the Missouri Department of Corrections, but with the Little Dixie Fire District and his whole life as well. Please do, because during this 15 seconds, it can help the family so much if you do join me in this next few seconds of silence. Thank you very much. If you join a moment of silence, like I said, he was a true hero, one who deeply loved his community. Disregard what I did here before. Even though I am going to be quarantined next 2 weeks. It is not fully known that I was exposed, but it's a possibility. So that's the reason why I'm taking next 2 weeks off of school, just so I can stay quarantined and make sure I'm okay. But the good thing is, knowing that I was tested negative, I'm still able to come out here and do the runs. Even though they're socially distanced from the officers, at least we're still able to get them in, which is a blessing for me and my whole family. We have 2 more to do tonight, so like I said, please stay tuned for those 2 runs. It'll mean so much to the firefighters' family and the officers' family. If you do join me for those next 2 runs, it'll mean so much. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great night, and I pray God blesses you all.